Hi ladies, it's Erica, your Jamberry lady, thesemusicjams.jamberry.com, coming at you with one more video today. I've had some people ask how I apply my sparkle wraps. They are the thickest wrap finish that we offer and can tend to be a little problematic for some people, so I'm just going to show you my process. I have already prepped my nails. I have pushed my cuticles back. I've washed my hands with Dawn dish soap. Sometimes I use the black tea method to just kind of give me a clean slate. It kind of resets your pH. So the only extra step I take when applying my sparkle wraps is instead of using an alcohol wipe to prep and dry out my nails, I use acetone. Just simply because it dries things out more, and I really want to make sure that my nails are good and dry before applying really anything. But those sparkle wraps are pretty thick, so I give a little extra attention to my nails when applying those. So I'm going to do the acetone with my cotton pad here, and then I'm good to go. I already know what size of wrap I need, but it's good to err on the side of smaller and make sure that you have that nice little tiny gap on each side of your nail. The other key thing is, do not touch the back of the wrap that will be, sticking to your nail. You do not want your oils from your hands to get on it. And so I just stick it to my orange stick, and then I do not apply all my heat at once. I do a very small amount of heat to begin with. Get that stuck on there. Just enough to, not even to bend it or to make it really bendable. And then I'm going to just barely lay the wrap on top of my nail. I'm not going to stick it down yet. Then I use the 1, 2, 3 process. The first step in that is to heat that wrap back up. And I'm going to take my finger and go straight down the middle, or up the middle, from cuticle to tip, from the bottom of the nail bed to the top, and really use some pressure to get that on there. Then the 2 in the 1, 2, 3 is one of the sides. So you're going to heat up that side pretty good. You're going to pull and press. So you want to really get that nail wrap to adhere to the shape of your nail. Then I'm going to do the other side, the 3 in the 1, 2, 3. Heat it up real good. And then again, pull and press. Pull and press. So that's my 1, 2, 3. Now, for just the extra added measure of security, I'm going to reheat, do a little bit more heat. Again, the sparkle finish wraps take the most heat because they are the thickest. And I'm going to take my cuticle pusher and go all the way around my edges and across the tips a little bit. Then I like to do a little tiny bit of pull and stretch with these. So I'm going to reheat again, and I'm going to pull, not very hard, just enough to really make sure that the wrap is really adhered to the tip of the nail. Heat the other side, pull and stretch just a tiny bit. And a little more pressure, just, for the heck of it. And then I'm going to wait for my wrap to cool. I'm going to trim off the excess first, and I'm going to wait for my wrap to cool down. The one thing you have to keep in mind with the wraps is that they come flat on a sheet, just like this. And our nails are not flat. Even if we have very little curve in our nails, some people have very little, some people have a lot more curve and dome-shaped nails than others do. Our nails are never this flat. So the one thing that this wrap wants to do once it's on the nail is try to go back to this shape. And that's where I think the 1, 2, 3 method is great. You are really doing your best to adhere that wrap to the shape of your nail. And letting it cool is super smart. It prevents any ragged edges or bubbling at the tips, bubbling on the sides. So now for the sake of this video, and because I've gabbed for a little bit here, first I'm going to file at a 90-degree angle to get the excess off. I'm going to go all the way around, and again 90 degree, not up and down, just straight down to get that excess wrap off. You do not want anything hanging over your edges, not with any of the wrap finishes, but with sparkles, you do not want these lifting at your tips, snagging on your hair, your sweater, your shirt. So you really want to make sure that your edges are free and clear. So first I do my 90-degree angle just to get that excess off. Then what I really like to do, and I really only do this with my sparkles, is I go at a really gentle 45-degree angle. Just to really, especially on the little, like on the sides, just to really make sure that my edges are free and clear. See, even I got a little bit more off that way. I'm going to flip my nail over, I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to do a little bit more 45, just to really make sure that my edges are clean. That's really the only thing I do differently in my application process with my sparkle wraps. I do that 90-degree for everything, but then I do that 45-degree step with filing. I will tell you that ever since the True Shine gel system came out, I have not done a manicure without the True Shine base coat and top coat over my wraps, whether it's the sparkle wraps or any of the other finishes. I'm really hard on my nails. We all, I think, are. We all use our nails as tools at some point in our day-to-day stuff. And while the True Shine system is not mandatory, I love the extra shine and gloss that it gives my wraps, especially the sparkles. And I love the extra wear and protection it gives. I get an extra week out of my wraps, but it gives my tips that protection when I'm capping my tips with the base and top coat of the gel, and then I'm going to use my nails as tools. It really gives that added protection. I don't have the lifting earlier on in my application that I would, or at all. So I don't have as much upkeep to do during the life of my manicure. If you have not gotten the True Shine system yet and you want it for gel manis and for over top of your wraps, I highly recommend the system. It's the best bang for your buck. If you're not into painting your nails with the gel colors and you want to get but you want to use it over top of your wraps, all you need is the base coat, the top coat, and the curing lamp. That's it. You can get some alcohol wipes at the drugstore or at Walmart or Target, and you're good to go. And you remove your wraps with the gel on top the same way you would remove them any other time. But I love how versatile our gel system is, and I highly recommend it if you're someone like me that is really hard on my nails and constantly using them as tools like I shouldn't be. But that's all I do. That's it. And you can see over the edges that there's no wrap over the free edge. That 90-degree and then the 45-degree angle really helped with that. And prepping really thoroughly and using the acetone to really dry out your nail is key. You want to make sure that your prep is really, really thorough. If you leave any invisible cuticle on your nail or any oils, none of the finishes of wraps will adhere properly or give you a long-lasting manicure. I hope this helped, and if you have any questions, as always, let me know. Thanks and have a good day.